Hello everyone, welcome to Fashion Calgary. My name is Anya Basek and I'm here today at Limitless in Inglewood in Calgary, thanks to the kindness of the Limitless owner Bruce, who always allows us to shoot in here with Deborah Kurrasch, who is a scientist at Alberta Children's Hospital Research Institute. How are you, Deborah?
I'm very good, thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for saying yes to join the team of 2015 ambassadors for our Fashion Calgary Portrait campaign. Deborah, scientist, title scientist, it's such a big word. Can you tell me a little bit more what's behind that word for you?
I think being a scientist is my opportunity to make a difference. I believe that there's a lot of human suffering in the world, and I think that by using science to approach how we tackle problems, I think is a real opportunity to do good in the world. Mm-hmm. And in my neck of the woods, we study the brain, and so we're interested in understanding how our brain forms and how it may be perturbed, and that hopefully that will help understand some of the disease states that affect kids in particular.
Mm-hmm. So can you tell me a little bit more about what you exactly are doing at the Research Institute, and what's your primary work on everyday basis?
Yeah, so my work at the Research Institute, we use mice and zebrafish as a model organism, so I'm what's considered a basic science researcher. I look at genes that are known to be disrupted in humans, and I assay how those genes might be affecting biology in these model organisms, where we can ask very simple questions.
Mm-hmm. And you've been in this field for quite a while, a few years. What was for you the most challenging part, or like project so far that you've had a chance to work on?
You know, I think something people don't realize about science is that progress is very slow. I think that we have very long valleys of not sure where the project is going before a breakthrough happens. And so I think for me, some of the challenges I faced in my career is wondering, do I stay the course? Am I close to making a discovery? Or am I on the wrong track and I'm wasting time? And I think that's where the creative aspect of science comes in, to be able to differentiate between those two.
Yeah. And I want to say congratulations for just receiving an award from Brain Canada. You received some big funds for research. Tell me a little bit more about this particular project.
So this project is very close to my heart. It's one of my favorite projects in the lab right now, and it's looking at epilepsy, and it's trying to figure out how we can find drugs that might help the patients that don't respond to any drugs. And this usually affects children because it affects a population that has a genetic cause of epilepsy, and so that will show up shortly after birth. Mm-hmm. And so approximately 1/3 of all epileptic patients will not respond to medications, and that has consequences on the quality of life of these kids, where they can play sports or even go to school. And no progress has been made in 50 years trying to figure out how we can help these children in particular. And so I've developed a project in the lab that I think has a unique approach, and we have some good drug candidates that we're now testing in rodent models, and we're hoping to put them into humans later this fall. And so I'm very optimistic about some of the work we're doing.
So we might even celebrate at the gala some of the success from a project. That would be double celebration for sure. Deborah, one of my last questions, like working every day on a more scientific level, there's also time for some unwinding time when it comes to your lifestyle. What do you think about the cultural scene in Calgary?
I think Calgary's fascinating. Yeah, to be honest with you, I came here from San Francisco, which is very diverse, and I am always amazed by the diversity here in Calgary. My kids go to school with all nationalities, and people come from all over. I think work generally draws them in, but they stay. I think because there's a lot that goes on in Calgary. I think there's whatever you could want. There's the downtown scene, there's the arts, there's the theater, there's sports, there's recreation. And so, as my tastes change or my whims become different, I can find something that I want to do here always.
Well, thank you so much again for saying yes to our campaign, and we look forward to see you at the gala.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for inviting me.